We Never Learn has has always been the comic harem routine that we get from a main character like Nariyuki to be as dense. And I get that. But in this episode 9 of season 2 of We Never Learn, it centers around Furuhashi. And to all you Furuhashi supporters out there, it's not that I don't hate her, but watching this episode, I approve of everything that she's trying to accomplish. Others like Ogita, Urika, I get that. They trying to be wide, like trying to feel they should do the subjects they're into for various reasons. And they're gonna get to that later with Okita's, because with her grandmother, it's gonna be sad for all Okita's fans. But when we talk about Furuhashi, it's not a harem thing. This is all about Furuhashi and to why she wants to study math. But basically, this episode covers chapter 85 and 86 of the manga, and some of the chapters in 87 as to why she is, why she wants to study math. It did have some comic humors with like Furuhashi revealing that that's her dad, like the one that was praising Ogita on her work. Okay, we all know that was the dad, but the funny thing about this was Nariyuki's mom. And can we put Nariyuki's mom as one of the top 3 moms of 2019? Like, the 3 moms of 2019 that I consider like top 3 will be the mom from Rising of the Shield Hero, Nariyuki's mom from We Never Learn, and you got the mom from Do You Love Your Mom and her 2 normal attacks are OP. You know, that Okasa online thing. Okay, those 3 I consider the top 3 moms. And she's funny because she automatically ships them to that point where you're just like, this mom knows shipping. Let me just say that. This mom knows shipping. Even though I'm Team Okita. But still, the embodiment between Furuhashi and her father is so, their bond is just way off. All because of her dying mother. And this episode, you couldn't really laugh on him. I mean, it did have some funny moments where she decided to like get kicked out of the house and decided to live with Nariyuki out of the blue. Nariyuki just dense, not knowing him. And I like how Nariyuki's youngest siblings like, are you gonna marry her? Because it's like these 2 know there's a shipping between those 2. But aside from that, it's just like, I mean, like I said, it did have some funny moments. It did, especially with them in the Nariyuki and Furuhashi had some bathroom scene where they had an indirect kiss, like sharing a cup and all. But that wasn't the case. This is about Furuhashi moment. This is about Furuhashi and her pride of studying math, and her father neglecting like don't study math at all. I mean, they did show a flashback when her mom died, because she was a well-renowned genius in math, you know, and Furuhashi wants to be like her mother, but then all of a sudden she's like, when little Furuhashi just showed math, the father just slapped her in the face. Now here's the thing. We can take a slap. There are some anime shows that does take slaps seriously. Some slaps, we could say that person deserved it. Others, that person don't deserve it. And there are funny slaps in every anime. Especially the funniest slap that's been trending right now was Seiya from The Cautious Hero. You guys know The Cautious Hero, how he parried a slap and then slapped her repeatedly. That was hilarious. We could understand that. But when he slapped her, that kind of like hurt me. That hurt me. Because that's just not right. Like, there's gotta be, like, for anime slaps, there has to be a reason why. Furuhashi's dad's slap, slapped little Furuhashi, it did had a meaning towards it as to why. Feeling depressed that he lost his wife, and doesn't and there's more reasons to that. He's gonna get to that later because next week is gonna cover like chapter 88 or chapter 89 of it. But still, I think it's gonna cover some of chapter 87, chapter 88. But still, she's a reason. But Furuhashi's reasons to studying the stars is why, like, just revealing why she wants to do it, and that's from her mother. Now, I admit Furuhashi is a strong, independent woman who wants to be like her mother. I get that. And Nariyuki is doing whatever he can to let them study. It's not forcing them, but let them study on the subject they really desirable. Okay. But after watching this episode, I've learned that each girl will have a sad moment, and probably kiss Furuhashi to that point. I mean, and reveal their true feelings. I mean, look at Ogita. We didn't get Ogita's backstory yet. I mean, it is shown in the manga with her grandmother. We can see that. Urika is studying the board, is going to study a board, and she will make a move. And Furuhashi right now, this is a 2-part episode for Furuhashi because we're going to see more and more about Furuhashi backstory. More and more of her backstory. And not only that, we're going to see her mother. Yes, I said it. We're going to see her mother. Once they took that laptop, found the laptop, and revealed the password, which is going to be surprising and all for y'all. Some of you who read the mangas, like myself, I ain't going to spoil as much. But I'm telling you right now, I will say this. This episode was for all Furuhashi fans. Not only a 2-part episode, but we're going to see more and more and more of Furuhashi. This 2-part episode that we're going to get to see what made her who she is. And why she suck at math to begin with. Overall, this was, don't get me wrong, this was a little bit of comedy, but it did show mostly about Furuhashi and why she wants to study math to that point. And honestly, we're going to see her mother. I cannot wait to see her mother, how she looks like. That's only going to spoil it. I'm only going to spoil that one part, but you'll see. But like I said, we're on episode 9. I'm loving it. This is great. Next week is going to be part 2 of Furuhashi. So all you Furuhashi fans, congrats on getting a 2-part episode. And then when 11 and 12 comes, we'll see how that turns out. So I look forward for next week's episode of We Never Learn. And if you guys want to read some of the chapters, you can go up to chapter 87 if you want to know the truth about this cliffhanger. Like chapter 87 and then go on to chapter 88. But let's just see how this works out. So I look forward for next week's episode and I hope you will.